What's up, YouTube? This is James,
And Joan.
and we coming back at you with another informative video. In case you guys may have not already heard, well, Will Smith slapped the shit out of Chris Rock at the Grammys. That's basically what happened. You understand what I'm saying? And it's all because, I guess, Will Smith didn't feel like, Chris was right for basically poking fun at his wife's Jada head.
And first he was laughing about it, really. And then Jada kind of rolled her eyes and he figured, I better do something about this before I get in trouble when I get home.
Yeah. But look, first of all, let me make something clear. I do not rock with Chris Rock. Okay, I never did. I never really cared about, his comedy or whatever. It's kind of just cheesy to me. But, I'm going to have to say this time that Will Smith was out of line because, he embarrassed himself. And first of all, also let me tell you guys, I'm not going to play the video because I'm sure there's some kind of copyright thing about it, how they act. But I'm going to try to leave the description. Leave the link into the description box so you guys can check it out for yourselves. Hopefully it works. If it don't, you can always Google it yourself. But yeah, I think that Will Smith was kind of out of line on this particular situation simply because, if Jada, had more, if she cared about his integrity, back when she was talking about the entanglement thing, she embarrassed him then, you understand? Number one. Then number two, she got on social media and talked about, what was it?
How he don't please her sexually and stuff.
Yeah, like he's a flop in the bed and all that kind of stuff. Now, that was basically a kick in the nuts then, you know what I'm saying? And
something she could have kept between him and her. The public did not need to know that.
So I'm saying this, if he ain't slapped the shit out of her for saying that, then Chris Rock could have, he could have let him off the hook. But be that as is, let's get into this particular story right here. Says here, Swing Richard, Will Smith punches Chris Rock at Oscars and yells, "Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth" for Jada Pinkett comment. Okay? Yeah, he kind of, it wasn't cool the way he did, you know what I'm saying? But what it is that it says here that Will Smith stormed the Oscar stage and appeared to punch presenter Chris Rock after the comedian made a poorly received joke about Jada Pinkett Smith's hair loss. The former SNL comedian was there to present an Oscar for Best Documentary when he appeared to go off script. Yeah, he has a bad habit of doing that, and he paid for it this time, but I still think Will was wrong, about that. It just turns out to be, though, Jada has, what is the condition? Alopecia or something like that?
I think that's what it was.
Yeah, alopecia, and I guess, she's got problems with her hair. You know what I'm talking about? And dude says, well, let's let the story tell it.
Well, how would Chris would have known about that anyway, though? I mean, he wouldn't know that unless they had already put that out there that she had a problem with her hair.
Well, I think on her show before in the round table or something like that, she made that clear that she had to shave her hair because she's losing it or something like that with, the alopecia thing. Yeah, but it goes on to say here, Will Smith, right, allegedly hits presenter Chris Rock on stage while presenting the award for Best Documentary Feature. Now, it was a clean slap. It was not a punch. It was open hand. I saw it. You know what I'm saying? It was open hand. But as far as I'm concerned, like I said, I do not, rock with Chris Rock. But, being that I still say Will was out of, line for doing this. And we would have had to give them something else to talk about. Other words, we would have tore the stage up. Ain't no motherfucking way, and no motherfucker walking up on me, slapping me, and I'ma just stand up there, the time it was just a joke. Nah. Mm-mm.
That would have been when Keeping It Real went wrong.
Yeah.
Because I would have to go get some bail money and get my baby out of jail.
Yeah, it would have been. It have went down like that, you know what I mean? The dude wouldn't have had to get away with no shit like that. It was uncalled for, But like I said, Will's been going through a lot, and basically, from what I see, with his own wife, and it seems like to me, maybe, just maybe, somebody else gonna pay the price for that, and Chris Rock was just one of them. And maybe he shouldn't have even said nothing about G.I. Jane. But to get back into the story, it says here, Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. Chris tried to joke. Demi Moore famously shaved her head for the role in 1997. Jada, on the contrary, has been struggling with hair loss for years and last year decided to shave it all off. Her husband, Will, took personal offense with the failed joke and actually stormed the stage and smacked the presenter.
Will did not take personal offense in the beginning, y'all. When y'all do see this clip and watch it, he was dying laughing right along with some of the other people.
Yeah, he was I saw he was laughing and shit. And then some kind of way, I saw Jada roll her eyes up and look kind of towards Will and that, but she didn't look directly at him. Then next I know, I seen dude walking up there,
Yeah, he realized that she was offended, and that's when he became offended by it.
Yeah. It goes on to say here, though, the audio and video feed were then cut off for several seconds, presumably, as a war of explicatives was being hurled back and forth. No, there was no hurling of explicatives back and forth. It was one way. Will told Chris Rock, keep my wife name out your fucking mouth.
And Chris Rock said it was just a joke. I didn't mean no harm over a joke. And he even said Will Smith just slapped I think he said the hell out of me and fuck out of me or something like that.
Yeah, that's what it was. He was stunned. You can tell he was very, very embarrassed.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And why wouldn't he be? But I would have had to take all that out on Will ass. Again,
no, right.
you ain't, I'm not going to just stand there and look like beat a damn fool. You know what I'm saying? Nah. But to continue, I hear, however, the Australian broadcast aired the shocking encounter between the two stars. After the confrontation, a stunned Chris said, Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me. That's what it was.
That's what he said, the shit out of me.
Right. When the video restarted, Will did not look pleased as he yelled at the comedian, leave my wife's name out your out your fucking mouth. That's what he said, No joke. Chris' joke was apparently an ad-lib, whatever you want to call it. Someone who works for the Oscars told me that Chris Rock was not interrupted by Will Smith at rehearsals yesterday. It was not supposed to happen. A source revealed. It was real. Yeah, because a lot of people even saying that this was some kind of skit, a joke or something like that.
Yeah, it was staged.
Yeah, they were saying it was staged, but it wasn't staged.
It didn't look staged to me either. He was genuinely shocked, and Will, in the end, was genuinely angry.
Yeah, and Will never apologized to him for, that either. And he, the Oscars are coming at him about that, and some of the other entertainers are too, like the actors and actresses, saying that he was wrong for doing that, of course. And also it has been said, too, that the LA Police Department is aware of the situation, but Chris won't file a report for what Will did to him,
And I said if he didn't hit him back, the least he could have did was press charges.
File some charges on him.
He would have got something done, shit. It would have been smoke in the city.
Yeah, it would have to be smoke in the city for real, man. This motherfucker could have got raised. Man, come on now.
It ain't like he called her a bitch or something, you know what I mean? Or totally disrespect her, you know what I mean? It was a joke.
Yeah.
Maybe inappropriate.
Right. He didn't deserve it. But the Oscars ain't shit like it. This shit done got ghetto as hell.
I haven't watched it in years.
But it done got ghetto as hell.
I said they just put on a nigga moment in front of everybody.
It was a nigga moment. I ain't lying. It was a nigga moment.
And when I use the word nigga, I mean it.
Yeah, we mean it in every sense of the damn word. That shit wasn't cool with Will Smith, and I don't know why the fuck your boy Chris Rock did not rock, Will Smith ass back for doing that. You know what I mean? He was supposed to tear up the stage behind shit like that, but let's continue.
And my baby would have been whooping Will ass, and I would have been daring anybody to put their hands on it.
Yeah, we would have tear up the place, man, on some shit like that. You don't be doing no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? He could have stayed where he was and say, look, dude, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. He could have said that without going up there walking around slapping him. If you ain't slapped the shit out of your wife with this entanglement shit, at least that we know of, or getting on social media talking about you ain't pleasing her in the bed, you shouldn't be putting your hands on nobody else for just a little lousy joke,
Yeah, because after the joke, Chris had went on with the show and he was proceeding to talk about something else, and Will just came up on the stage and
he did. He slapped shit out of him. Damn. You know what I mean? He did. You know.
He was like Smokey said, "You just got knocked up."
Yeah. You know.
It's hilarious.
I hate to laugh at him, but I'm gonna show y'all another image of.
And Chris gonna cry when he get in the car.
That motherfucker cried shit when he got off stage. He couldn't. No way he could have waited till he got in the car.
You gotta stay out of the public, at least for I don't know.
Yeah, man, you gonna have this shit going, man. They gonna be talking about this shit till 2023.
And I told James, I said, now let's just wonder if Samuel was up there. You think he would have did that?
Oh,
shit?
I'm glad you mentioned that, because hell no. And if he did, I'm sure Samuel would have gotten Will ass. You know what I mean? Because you know that motherfucker don't play. You know what I'm saying? He would have gotten Will ass behind it, and would have been rightfully so.
Or he probably wouldn't have did that to any other man that would have been more, he feel was a manlier statue, because, you know, he still got a little boy figure, you know.
Yeah, he do. Mookie got slapped. Mookie got the shit slapped out of him. But anyway, you know what I'm saying, man. It's messed up, you know. But I'm going to show y'all another image that I believe, you know, when they had, they took Will's side, you know, it was Denzel Washington and Tyler Perry. You know, and they was pretty much trying to talk him down, you know, calm him down and every damn thing. Yeah, but wait till y'all see the laugh on Denzel's face. Denzel's face like, yeah, you slapped the shit out that motherfucker. Wait till you see it. You understand? But let's finish this first. It says here, during the commercial break, Will reportedly was pulled aside and comforted by Sean Combs and Tyler Perry. Will seemed to wipe tears from his eyes as his fellow actors mentioned him to brush it off. Mentioned for him to brush it off. Minutes later, Will was back on stage in tears, accepting the Best Actor award for King Richard. You know, that's when he played Venus and Serena father.
Yeah, I haven't saw that movie yet.
Yeah,
I haven't watched that yet.
Yeah, I like check that out sometime. But it goes on to say here, he opened his acceptance speech with a tense voice explaining Richard Williams was a fierce defender of his family. The actor fought back tears throughout his speech, which, while dedicated to Venus and Serena's father, suddenly seemed to take on a different meaning. I want to apologize to the Academy, he said toward the end of his speech. I want to apologize to all my fellow nominees. Art imitates life. I look like the crazy father, just like what they said about Richard Williams. But love will make you do crazy things.
Well, y'all see, he didn't apologize to the person he just humiliated in front of everybody.
No, he didn't apologize to him. He should have, though. You know, he should have, though. But goes on to say here, though, with Jada's hair loss last year, Jada shaved her head, explaining on Instagram, Willow made me do it because it was time to let go. In 2018, Willow's mom opened up about her issues with hair loss during an episode of Red Table Talk, explaining it was terrifying when it first started. I was in the shower one day and had just handfuls of hair in my hands, and I was just like, oh my God, I'm going bald. It was one of those times in my life where I was literally shaking in fear. That's why I cut my hair and why I continue to cut it, she added. You know, you don't play about and stuff like that. You know, dude gonna have to chill a little bit. Goes on to say here, after meeting with a number of experts, the actress could not get an explanation as to what was happening. I've gotten every kind of test there is to have, she explained. They don't know why.
So then they don't know if she have that hair problem then.
Oh, he just says alopecia, but yeah, there she is right there. You know what I'm talking about with her and Will. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think Chris Rock, when he stepped over the line and everything, but you know, I think also
she looking like the Hellraiser character right there. You know, he had a bald head too.
Pinhead.
Yeah. Excuse me, y'all, but shit. That's what came to my mind.
Okay. Y'all, let's check out this other picture right here. I want to show y'all what, Denzel's looking like, yeah, you slapped shit out that motherfucker. Watch. Look at this shit right here. Let me see if I can bring this in, man. Let's see. I'm going to do this. I don't think I can. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. Now, y'all see how this motherfucker laughing right here. You see what I mean? He looking like you slapped the fire from that motherfucker right there. And he was like, yeah.
He wouldn't have did that shit to him either.
No, he wouldn't have did that shit to him either.
He'd have been, the floor would have been dust.
Yeah, he'd have been white. All that shit. Will would have had so much dust on his damn tux. It would have been funny.
He felt like he could get away with it. And that's what he did. But Chris Rock should have said, fuck being professional, because he wasn't professional, and he should have kicked his, you know what?
Yeah, he's you can see over here. The shit was real because his lips twisted. It went that way. You know what I'm talking about?
Looking like, what the fuck?
See, that's when he was supposed to come back with this right. You see what I'm talking about? An open hand right. No, it would have been a closed fist right straight here. And he would have dropped Will. But he wanted to do what they call the politically correct shit. But it was not politically correct for Will to walk up on that stage. Will's under a lot of damn pressure, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think he's got a lot of problems and they stemming from his wife, but that's my own personal, opinion. And I'm only going by off of what I've been seeing on social media coming from
and what they put out
his
in
wife.
The word.
Coming
with
from
this
Jada.
Open marriage and entanglements and shit.
Yeah, see.
Only entanglement we gonna have is gonna be with each other.
That's it. That's the way that works. You know what I'm talking about? That's the way it worked, But damn, I've never seen any. You ever seen any race do shit like this? On the Oscars.
I never seen nothing like this either.
Yeah.
They must have took the, that vitamin. Because everybody that took that vitamin seemed like they done lost their mind.
They doing some crazy shit. Y'all know what we talking about too. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't doubt it. They probably been had it though. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? But like I said, this is not a good look for Will, as far as I'm concerned. I ain't saying nothing about not, you're not supposed to, defend your wife's honor or integrity. You understand? But it's time and place for everything. And this just wasn't it. Because you could have just said what you said after you slapped shit out of him. You could have just said, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. You could have just did that.
He's trying to make a comeback because there's really some shit he could have handled after the show was over. Because I'm sure they all hang out and talk. He could have dealt with it then.
And then on top of that too, I think it could have been a little bit of animosity in it. You know what I mean? He probably never liked Chris Rock anyway. Maybe some shit went down before. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Where I don't like that motherfucker. He better not never say shit about me or mine.
He let it all hang out tonight.
Yeah, oh boy, he did. But y'all tell us what y'all think about this particular video right here. We're interested in hearing your thoughts, views, and opinions on it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. People, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched.
Simply because we are.
And this is James.
And John.
And we are out.
Peace.
Peace.